The Senate Blue Ribbon Committee has started its investigation into irregularities in flood control projects nationwide. Only 7 of the 15 contractors on President Marcos's list turned up today, and there were several bombshells throughout the hearing. Among them, DPWH Secretary Manny Bonoan admitting that ghost projects in flood control do exist. Mobile journalist Merimon Reyes has tonight's big story.
There are ghost projects there. Or there were ghost projects.
In all candidness, Your Honor, I think so.
This was DPWH Secretary Manny Bonoan admitting to the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee that ghost projects in flood control do exist. Bonoan also insisted he is just learning about them and that he's ordered investigations. All 15 contractors mentioned by President Bongbong Marcos that bagged the most number of projects were invited to the hearing, but only 7 turned up, so lawmakers will be subpoenaing the other 8. One of those who turned up today, QM Builders, was subjected to intense scrutiny. Lawmakers questioned how QM Builders was able to secure large contracts despite being just a sole proprietor under the owner Alan Quirante. DPWH said they allowed Quirante because he has a Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAB license. Further, Quirante argued that his net financial contracting capacity amounts to 40 billion pesos.
Ilang project ang na-execute mo na?
Marami na eh.
O kanina sinabi mo hindi ka pa nakapag-umpisa eh. Meron akong hawak na martilyo rito, sinasabi ko sa'yo.
Mr. Chair.
Huwag kang tatawa-tawa kasi hindi nakakatawa ito ha.
Mr. Chairman.
Dito lang nagsisinungaling ka na eh. 40 billion pesos.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oh. Naniniwala ka, Mr. Senator?
Tinoon na, bay. Ha?
Yeah.
May 40 billion ka.
Yes.
Nakadeposito sa bangko na. Ano sa mga?
Asset yan. Kasi yung NFCC, kinocompute ng times 15 yon, Mr. Chair. Halimbawa, may 1 billion ka sa bangko. Pwede ka sa 15 billion. So, halimbawa, may pera ka sa bangko na 2 billion, ibig sabihin, pwede ka sa 30 billion. Yan ang computation. Kaya tayo yung pera natin, kasama na yung mga assets, more than 2 billion. Kaya i-multiply natin ng 15, abot ng 40 billion. Kaya kami munta at hanggang 40 billion.
But Senator Win Gatchalian pointed out that 5 of the 10 named contractors bagged projects worth much more than their capital. He based it on the company's own reported paid-up capital to the SEC.
Kagaya ho ni itong Centerways at Wawo Builders, 5 billion and 4 billion, but ang kanilang capitalization is only 90 million pesos, 45 million pesos and 50 million pesos. But in the PCAB, kailangan at least 1 billion pesos yung kanilang net worth. So paano ho, ang tanong ko, paano ho nakakapasok yung mga ganitong, kung undercapitalized siya, obviously yung project papalpak ho talaga. Titipid siya. Yun yung napakita kanina na maampaw na project. Walang bakal, buhangin linalagay.
Of the list Gatchalian gave, the contractor MG Samidan stood out. It reported a paid-up capital of 250,000 pesos only, but in the last 3 years had been able to corner more than 5 billion pesos in contracts. Senator Jinggoy Estrada also revealed that by his investigation, there were ghost projects in Bulacan, particularly in Kalumpit, Malolos, and Hagonoy. He alleged there was just one contractor behind these projects, and that's Wawaw Builders. According to Secretary Bonoan, Wawaw bagged a total of 9 billion pesos in projects nationwide from 2021 to 2025. 5.971 billion of these were flood control, specifically in the 1st Engineering District of Bulacan.
Yung 5 billion na inaward sa Wawaw Builders para sa province Bulacan are all ghost projects.
There seems to be some ghost projects, actually as reported, Your Honor. We're investigating it. They will be coming up with their financial and physical report in 1 week's time, Your Honor, to my office.
Nabayaran na ba yung itong Wawaw Builders?
Yung mga projects na na-complete, yung mga projects that have been filed, palagay ko na nabayaran na po lahat to.
For his part, Senator Erwin Tulfo asked Bonoan if he was aware of any DPWH engineers and regional directors who are contractors themselves or who get cuts from projects.
In-house construction, Mr. Secretary. Kami na lang gagawa, kagaya po na nangyari sa akuan. Kami nang gagawa, ako nang gagawa dahil ako district engineer kasi may construction company.
Will you not also ask how many congressmen are contractors?
Mamaya pa yan sa second round. Kasi sir, sabi for now, kay kami nag-uusap-usap dito, Sa DPWH mo makikita ang pinakamayaman na opisyal sa ating bayan. The Department of Public Works. Dati po Bureau of Customs, ngayon Department of Public Works and Highways na. Dahil billion po pinag-uusapan.
He also asked why Cebu, Leyte, Isabela, Albay, Camarines Sur, and Ilocos Norte had huge flood control projects despite these provinces not being in the official list of flood-prone areas in the country.
Binabaha ba? Bakit tayo magpopondo rin sa lugar na ito kung hindi naman po binabaha? It's a waste of money, Mr. Secretary. Waste of time also. Halatang halata ho popondohan mo dito, gagastusan mo na wala namang baha.
I agree completely.
All right.
Senator Mig Zubiri at one point came to Bonoan's rescue, saying that the blame isn't all on DPWH.
The DPWH is not all at fault. Kasi yan, kanina pa, nahiya lang si Secretary, Mr. Chairman. Pero in our conversations together with Secretary Mina, namamanggal yung budget. Iba yung NEP, paglabas po ng ng GAA. Iba nang itsura ng budget, wala na po sila magagawa dahil batas po yan. Kailangan po nilang i-implement yun. That's the elephant in the room. Kaya tama si Toby Chanco sa Kongreso kahapon. Ibigay yung mga amendments from the NEP and after the BICAM. Kasi napakasimple lang po yan
Bonoan said he has relieved the entire 1st District Office of the DPWH and that a fraud audit is underway. Mobile journalist Marymon Reyes, we are One News.